Howdy, folks. It's been a while. The only excuse I have for that is that it's been really cold these last few months, and that has not been helpful for me wanting to make videos. But weather is warming me up, despite today and yesterday, where we had snow in April. But anyway, I am less than 12 days out from the Empire Classic Strongman show. So this is my last heavy week of training, and then next week I will have a deload week leading into the contest. So with that being said, instead of doing multiple videos and trying to release them all on Sunday and bombarding you, I'm kind of doing more of a compilation of my weekly training for this last week. So we'll start with today, Monday the 11th, and I'm going to do my leg workout. Um, I'll pretty much just do the heavy lifts. So I'm doing a squat, a back squat as main movement, and then secondary I'm going to do loaded unracks, heavier than my actual squatting weight, just to get used to having that much weight on my back in prep for the yoke. Now I will be training the yoke itself later this week, but I still want to get used to having that kind of weight on my back. And then Tuesday will be my overhead work. Wednesdays is a rest day. I'm trying to have Thursday be my deadlift day this week, but I have overtime at work scheduled right now. Unless that's canceled, I will move deadlift to Friday and then do a overhead / deadlift work all in one day. And then Saturday will be the event training that doesn't necessarily fall into any one day itself. So yoke, sandbag carries, Husafel stone carries, and stone lifting. Those will all tie into be on Saturday. But so right now it's legs. I'm going to get warmed up, and then I will bring you back for my heaviest set. See you in a minute. Alright, guys, for squats, I am going to hit 405 for 5. And I'm not trying to push squats any heavier than this, mostly because there's no squat event. So I'm keeping the squats in to develop the leg strength, but not necessarily to get better at squats. So I've been at 405 for the last few sessions, and I just decided to keep it there and not try to necessarily get stronger in the squat movement itself. That being said, on this particular day, they did feel a little heavy, but I got the 5 I needed for this top set, and I was able to move on. Alright, guys, so the next heavy movement that I'm training on this leg session is just an unrack movement pattern. The reason being is just trying to get used to that much weight on my upper back. With the bar and the weights on, I have about 570 pounds on my back, and that's the most I can do at my home gym. And it's not quite where I need to be for the yoke at 650, but it still helps build up that nervous system tolerance to this weight. So I unrack, hold it up for a few seconds, and then re-rack it, and I did that 2 times. Alright, so now that we are on Tuesday, and this is my overhead training, I decided not to use the axle on this particular day. I wanted to more get my shoulder strength where I felt it needed to be, and I felt that would be better accomplished with a barbell out of the rack position than necessarily doing an axle clean and press. So this first set you're going to see is at 225 pounds. I do a quick set of 3, and just to feel where I'm at as far as my overhead strength. This will be my heaviest set on this overhead day, and I'm going for 245. I wanted to hit 1, because that was where I my best for the last contest I trained for back in September. So I really wanted to get 245 for 1. I had been struggling with the axle overhead at 235, so I really wanted to get 245 to know that that was there. And as you can see, I hit the 245 for 1, and I actually felt good enough that I wanted to try at least 1 more. I get it, and I was like, okay, let's go for another. And that one was a bit of a grind, but I got it, and that was a rep PR for me at this weight. So a really good session overall. On to our Friday training session, which is deadlifts this week. I have 485 pounds loaded up on this bar with the wagon wheels to train at the height that the final barbell will be at for the contest. For a lot of guys, this is a kind of a sticky point to start with, so you need to get that movement pattern down. And as you can see, this lift does go up rather easily at 485. From 485, we go up to 525, so about a 40-pound jump, which this is my conventional personal best at the moment that I actually hit the week prior. So we're going to see how this goes, and then if it goes all right, we'll do a little bit of a jump from there. Getting set, getting in position. It got a little bit of a shake, but that actually did feel easier than last week. My last set of deadlifts, I went all for broke, threw on 630 pounds, which is actually 5 pounds over my contest weight for the final bar, and I just wanted to see if it would move. And well, as you're about to see, it doesn't even budge. I maybe bent the bar a little bit, but it just was not happening on this day. I could say any number of excuses or whatnot, but the end of the day is I just didn't get the lift, didn't have the power, and it stayed bolted to the ground. But that's okay. Again, with how easy the 525 felt compared to last week, after a deload, I should be where I need to be. Hopefully. Alrighty, we're on to Saturday's training session, which is our event day, and because I was pushed back a day, I added my axle work as well. On the bar currently we have 205 pounds. That's because this bar is actually 20 pounds lighter than the standard. So we're at 205 here, and I'm just really working on singles. Got the shelf locked in, got the clean right there, and leg drive up, no issues. Felt really good. So for my next jump, I'm going straight into 255. Now, 255 is contest weight, and I tried it last week, and it didn't go as well as I had hoped. Now, I got the clean, but I wasn't able to get the lockout on the press, so this is really a make or break kind of a moment for me as far as my mental game, just to know if I can actually complete this lift. So we have it going. I'm getting set. Got the shelf. Hit the clean. And then leg drive and grinding out that rep. Got the log out. Drop it. Feeling good. That was a huge weight off of my shoulders getting that lift. From the axle, I hit the yoke. This pass, 50 feet, 527 pounds. Felt all right, but my previous best. This next run's at 650 pounds, and I am all over the place. Cannot keep stable enough to actually be able to move effectively with this implement. And as you're about to see, I'm about to drop it. I pick it up, but I end up still all over the place and only getting about 8 feet shy from the end of the run.
Yep.
And then this is just a quick little snip of a stone lift. 240 pounds, contest weight.